Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be I'm going to be showing you a couple of ways to get better at Super Animal Royale. This is going to be just a couple of beginner tips, because I'm also not like too good. I'm like level 330. I'm pretty good, like better than probably your average person, but I'm not like a pro. So first, if you're like very new to the game, you want to use super jumps, and if you time it perfectly, like 0.1 second after you land the last one, like there will be a trail and you'll get a bit of a speed boost. You want to try to do that. So let's just check over here, and you want to just try to do it to get some speed. And let me travel away from here so I don't die. And you wanna try to find some guns that you're good at, and you wanna try to main them for a little while. Like, not just try everything. What the heck? But you wanna like find a gun that you are good at, and you wanna try to use mainly that gun for a while, and then you can start switching over. But I wouldn't fully switch over. I would use your favorite gun that you're best at, and then the other gun that you want to pick up. And you gotta know how to use power-ups. Pick up ones that you like. Banana forker I would not recommend to a new person, because it's hard to use, and generally like you eat the bananas, so like if you don't time it right, you could slip on it. So that's for more pros. And you gotta also use throwables like this. Like, you gotta place it in a strategic place. That probably wasn't the best. You should have placed it like right there, so then they wouldn't have noticed it. And yeah, so some other tips I would suggest is playing in team games first, so then you can, when you die, you're not dead, you're like, you can be revived, or I guess when you get knocked down. And I would not recommend using specialty ammo guns at the start, because they're not like really easy to use. But you will generally want to use all the easier stuff, and then you can move on to the harder stuff. Like, same with power-ups and throwables. The easiest throwable to use is probably skunk bombs, because you just throw it, and then like you just say someone's chasing me, I throw it just a little up further than me, like right here, and then I just keep going, and it should get them caught in skunk, or they will dodge it. Dodge a lot. Like that. See, I hit him with that. You gotta throw it like at the right time and stuff. It does depend on the skill of the other player too, because if they're noobs, they'll probably just walk straight into it. Or if they're like really bad at the game and they don't roll, then you might actually miss because they didn't go fast enough. So you want to see if they're jumping a lot, and if they're not, then maybe throw it a little closer, adjust it. And bananas are kind of hard to use. Generally you just put them in places. For me, I just put them somewhere and then hope that it screws someone up. Yeah, see if I can get a bounce. And sorry if I ever like stop talking about the tips because I am in a real game, so like I want to not lose, but I'll try to focus on tips. Like that is a good way to use the banana. Now it's hard for him to get out. And now he's dead. Yep. BCG is kind of overpowered. I would suggest using it if you're pro, and you also gotta use weapons depending on what you're on. Like if you're on the Switch or like console, the game is kind of bad. So you wanna adjust. Like don't use dual pistols on the Switch. Trust me, it is impossible to get any kills unless you like main them on the Switch, which is really why I would do that. So yeah, you gotta use it like that because I just lost all my armor because I wasn't paying attention because I was talking to you guys. Let's get this armor over here. You also gotta like, okay. You also just gotta not run into crowds. That's kind of the main, my main problem. I run into people who are like really good. So just practice super jump rolls. Try to get the boost. It's still a little hard for me even. I can get a bunch in a row, but then I like mess up. And you gotta know when to use emos and camps sprawls. And sprawls aren't super useful because they're not very strong. Break in 3 shots, and if you're going up against anybody like that has a gun with a bunch of ammo, then it's not very good to go up against. I'm gonna try to get that AK because I'm good with AK. And for teams, you gotta ping to your teammates, so then they can get some good loot. So if you find a good gun, you can show them. So what I was talking about earlier on the Switch and the consoles, like it's just a lot harder to aim because you're a joystick. And the buttons on the controllers are a lot harder to click than a mouse. So you kind of don't want to use like all the high skill guns on the Switch. The Switch is kind of bad. There are a couple games that are exclusive on it, but honestly, Nintendo Switch is kind of a bad console. Yes, there we go, I got him. Well, I didn't kill him, but I got a bit of damage off of him. And you gotta know when to retreat and when to fight. And you can attack those skunk mushrooms and they will actually turn into a mini skunk bomb. I haven't used that very much, but it's a cool feature. And you gotta know when to go to mole crate and like when to like take risks. And that just generally comes with experience. For mole crate, I go to mole crate and then I kind of wait a bit for people to leave, so then I can get the other loot. And I don't want to go up against all the pros, so I prefer to wait. Because I'm not exactly a pro. I'm good, but I'm not a pro. Aha. I wouldn't suggest going mole crate near the beginning, because, well, if you're near the beginning, you're probably not very good at the game. Probably barely doing super jump rolls still. And you don't use throwables, which throwables can, like, they're game changer. Why did I not pick it up? And same with power-ups, you gotta always equip one, even if there's one that you don't like. Except maybe claw boots, because claw boots break grass, and you might be saying, oh, that's cool, but people can actually track you down by seeing the grass you break. So, like, you might not want to equip that. And you gotta know when to use your sword. So generally, when you run out of ammo, you wanna, like, run away and then load up, reload. But like in the final circle, if you run out of ammo, you definitely gotta use your sword. It's hard to use because, well, it just doesn't do enough DPS and it doesn't have enough range. Also, near the start, if you want to get a win, I would suggest not being too aggressive. Trust me, it is hard to win as being aggressive. Like even right now, I'm being a little aggressive. Not too bad. But I'm also talking, so like, it's a little hard to focus on both sometimes. Okay. Generally don't use this gun, but sniper. I generally don't use this gun either. But I'll use it. You also just gotta like just get skill, experience. I mean, you gotta have experience too to get good. So like, don't expect to be like a pro tomorrow, because really experience is the best way to get good. I'm so dead. So that's all the tips I have for today. I didn't have a script, so it was a little hard, so sorry if it was like if I was kind of blanking out for a little bit. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I helped you get a little better, and I'll see you next time.